Hello, this is just a quick tutorial on taking breaths out of audio. Now some of you may be recording your audio like this, where you only see one line, and then when you go to record, let's start a new file, Command New, and then there. Once you start a new file and you hit record, you see this. This is my waveform. This is what I'm seeing, and the line I'm reading is, next, armed with some space shampoo, water, and body wipes, I headed to the loo. So let's do that again. Next, armed with some space shampoo, water, and body wipes, I headed to the loo. What a pleasure to clean myself, as well as, okay, see, that's where I stopped. That's where I made my mistake. So I'll go back out and see my whole waveform. Well, as best as, that's where I am right there. And you probably won't hear me. So it looks like that's the sentence where I made it, where I missed. And it looks like there's a couple little dots in there, so I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to go backwards to the end of that previous sentence. So here's the problem. I am zoomed in on that, and that's where it looks like my breath ends. That's where it looks like my sentence ends. But what I'm not seeing is actual spectral energy. So if I go to the spectral, and then you see right there, what I have done is I've put my marker right in the middle of a breath. It also looks like there's a click right there. That right there is a click. So I need to move the marker out a little bit, and it looks like that is something as well. And if I play it, I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, it's just like the end. That's actually to clean myself. That's the end of the F. So when you hear clean myself, there we go. Clean myself. That's the end of the F right there. And then there's a little spectral echo from the F. That's sort of the end of the word. And then you want to place your marker after all that happens. So when you come back here, and I'll go back to the original, see, it looks like it's several beats behind the actual word itself, but there's still noise going on in here that my thing is not picking up. So in order to punch in, what I want to do is make sure I see all that spectral energy before I get to the breath, which is over here. So I'll punch in here instead and say, well, at least as well anyone can do, and the International Space Station, whatever. Keep going from there. So that's that. You just have to make sure that when you're punching in, you're not coming in the middle of a breath. See this right here? That energy right there, that's a breath. So if I were to make a mistake here, and let's pretend like I'm, ooh, there's something else in there too, probably something I said. So let's pretend like I didn't see that, and I said, well, I don't want to get on the end of that word, so I'll punch in just a little bit farther. Then go back to the spectral energy. What you're seeing is actually I would be punching in right in the middle of that breath. See that there? It's where I start to go. So you want to avoid that. So there's the end of my word, and there's the beginning of my breath. The ideal place to punch in is there. And then I can re-record and start over from there. Clear as mud? If you have any questions, you can send them to me. But that should reduce cut breaths, and it should reduce clipping off the ends of words if you're using this waveform and spectral energy. And OcenAudio, if that's what you're using, you go up here to view. So you've got waveform view and spectral view. If you just do spectral view, it just looks like that, and that's kind of intimidating. But if you do, I always like to do waveform and spectral view, because in that way I can see that my microphone is working, and I can also see where to punch in from breaths and ends of words. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.